Okay, we live in the crib, vibing with Veto. Hey, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and check out the YouTube page at Vibing with Veto. Hey, man, I got somebody in the hot seat with me today, man. This man been grinding for a minute. Been my dog for a while. Also been friends with Nico for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let my homie introduce himself.
Daze, Mr. All Black, everything. Good to be here with you, brother.
You was on the first Veto show. That's what Nico had said, man. We done had so many of these motherfucking shows. I forgot you was even performing on that shit.
Yeah, man. Been grinding for a little minute, man. Nico was definitely holding it down for years, man. So
for sure.
You know, I'm always rock with the same people, brother. You know that.
Yeah, for sure. So tell the people about your upbringing and, you know what I'm saying, how you got into the whole music industry and just what you up to right now, you know what I'm saying?
Man, my upbringing, I'm actually working on a movie album called Incipient.
Okay.
Basically just giving a brief synopsis of my childhood till now.
Facts.
And just, you know, telling the people a story and things that's been going on. So with me, I mean, I was put out at a young age, man, 14 years old. So I kind of been on my own since then and went through a lot of trials and tribulations in the streets.
For sure.
And I kind of just put that I want to put that together for everybody to see, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then what's crazy is recently, man, I did a video. Well, I didn't do the video recently, but something happened behind the video. But the introduction to my album, I'm talking about my life and how I got put out, and Street Money Quint played me. Okay. And it's so crazy because Street Money Quint ended up becoming a victim to the same lifestyle.
Damn.
So it kind of show you how hard it is to make it out. You know what I mean? Especially being a young kid in the streets and you exposed to so much so fast, things happen fast.
Yeah, facts.
So that's what I've been working on, man. I got a few businesses that's running, so I've been just grinding and, you know, funding myself, man, and just staying down.
Facts. How important is it to fund yourself? You said one gym right there, you know what I'm saying? Because Nipsey always said, you know, all money in, no money out. He wanted to keep everything in-house.
Yeah, that's right.
How important is that to you?
Man, I think when you can grind up to fund yourself, it's beneficial in more ways than one. One being that you don't got to worry about paying nobody back. That's your money that you put in.
Facts.
And just not settling for less. A lot of the times when people know you need the money, they'll lowball you more than knowing you got the money.
Facts.
You know what I mean? When you got the money, they come to you and they'll give you way more money. But if you ain't really
that shit
got,
crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy as hell.
Shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. So I'm all about funding myself, or at least if somebody come to me, they gonna have to come with it because the little money they trying to give me ain't gonna excite me. You know what I mean?
So what type of money they need to present themselves to you with? You know what I'm saying? For you to do your thing.
I ain't gonna lie, after this movie album, man, I kind of want to jump into movies, you know what I mean? And just kind of, you know, directing things, you know what I mean? A big person I look up to is 50. So if they had to come with a bag, they can't excite me with $1 million, you know what I mean? It gotta be a bag, you know what I mean?
Damn.
To really make some stuff happen.
Right.
You know, in today's society, $1 million used to be a lot. $1 million ain't nothing no more. I mean, it's something. It'll help you bust your moves with the right investments, but I would never get $1 million and feel like I made it. You know what I mean? So if they gonna come at me, I need a check.
It need to be that check.
Yeah, or I could do it myself. You know what I mean?
That shit crazy. That shit crazy. So what made you want to even do a movie? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you was head first in the music. What made you want to even do a movie? You know what I'm saying?
Man, everybody that's been hearing it, you know, they saying that they can see it. Like, when I rap it, they see what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then from then on, I was just like, you know, how can I be different? And, you know, I done had some influences like Joyner Lucas and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, he hard.
Yeah, we got a real message. So I want the people to see it more. So I think even when I direct this movie album, I'm not really going to ever have a scene in there rapping or nothing. It's just going to be a straight song come on and cut to the, you know, your in-betweens and then go back. But yeah, I think once you give people a visual, especially nowadays, they feel it a little more than they would just hearing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's kind of how I want to come at them.
Facts. You said a couple of names there. Are any of those people like your inspiration with music, or you just kind of like they grind?
Man, both. Both, bro. It's a couple people I look up to right now with it. Nipsey was definitely one. Still is, honestly, because his memory lives on and his hustle live on.
Facts.
Yeah. So Nipsey, I love what 50 do, man. You know, 50 be into some wild shit, posting crazy stuff, but his grind is impeccable and the things he doing.
I fuck with 50,
his brain power is crazy. Let me think. I've always kind of admired Hov for just his position in the game. But yeah, man, anybody who really just living what they rapping and not misleading, because that's another big thing that's out here. So anybody that's just keeping it authentic, I respect them and
That's hard.
and admire their hustle.
For sure, for sure. Any familiar names or faces gonna be in the movie, or are you just kind of gonna have like some of your homies and shit like that too as well?
I'm gonna have a few familiar faces. I won't reveal the names right
Man,
now.
nigga, just vibing with Veto, man.
I'm gonna give it to you. Well,
you need to say one, at least one, nigga.
One is gonna definitely be Akon. That's like my
Damn.
big homie. So I'm gonna definitely have him in it. But I'm gonna have a couple heavy hitters in it, man, that
For
the
sure.
world is familiar with.
For sure.
So yeah, man, I'm gonna just try to come with it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, hell, you got Akon in there, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's my dog right there, man.
How long you knew Akon?
It's probably been about a decade now.
Damn.
Yeah. Con, man, he kind of took me under his wing, man, with some other stuff that I was doing. And I actually knew his brother first, Boo.
Yeah.
My homie Bolo used to do security for Boo.
They were just my last guest was just talking about Boo. You used to intern. With him and shit.
Man, Boo them cool as hell, man. That's my dog. We used to and then when I was younger, we stayed at the 12 in Atlantic Station, and that's when Boo was on the top floor. So we used to always just run into each other. And I've always just admired what they did, and I kind of manifested working with Akon. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And then it kind of just fell into place, and from then. Man, he just gave free game. It's a couple people like him, like, man, him, Simon, they always gave me free game, man.
Yeah.
They put my business mind where it needed to be to move forward. They gave me a lot of game that people like the whole shit, but they gave it to me raw. Like, look, this is what you need to do it this way, and you're gonna be all right. File your paperwork this way, do this, and I followed that. You know what I mean?
So in terms of, you said paperwork, that's important.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Gotta have that paperwork.
Absolutely.
Shit, without paperwork, it's dead. You really just doing dead business.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Damn. So what would you say were some of the most important things, gems that Akon's given to you besides that? You know what I'm saying?
He's given me a lot of life advice as well. You know what I mean? Just, how to continue to take care of my family and don't get too caught up with friends and, a lot of smoke and mirror shit, man. He done been through it, so I feel like anybody that's older that's kind of been through the game knows. So just a lot of advice, man, on some things I was battling with. Like, I used to be real big on trying to have everybody on the same page, but I realized in life that, people grow apart, bro. Like, it's like anything else. So them people that ain't on your journey, I used to really stress that and try to get them on my journey. But now, after talking to people that's older, they just kind of be like, yo, just let it flow. Love people from a distance and do what you got to do.
Facts. Being that you on Vibing with Veto, man, explain your vibe, man. Tell the people, like, how we vibing. Like, what's your unique vibe?
Man, I definitely say without tooting my own horn, I'm a vibe, man.
For sure.
My vibe is just cool, laid back, you know what I mean? Honest, humble. I just like to have fun. I like to educate people. I like to lead people, you know what I mean? And I like just doing genuine stuff from my heart to those who deserve it. So my vibe is just, if I had, from what I've heard from everybody say, it's just a 100 vibe, you know what I mean?
Word.
So that's it, bro. I just like to just be honest, be real, and just vibe, bro. Like,
Facts.
definitely a vibe.
Man, that's dope. That's dope. Where you from, bro? Because I don't hear like an accent from Atlanta. Where you from?
Yeah, man. So I was originally born in a small town called Aliquippa, and that's in Pittsburgh. It's like a small town outside of Pittsburgh. But then by the time I was 1, I moved to D.C.
Okay.
And I did most of my time in D.C., and then I moved to Atlanta when I was like 16.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did. D.C. definitely molded me, you know what I mean? D.C. is a real place. It's like how the A used to be back in the day. And I ain't even putting nothing bad on the A because it's really a bunch of out-of-towners that came.
Facts,
I mean, I've been here for like 20 years, so I've seen the change, you know what I mean?
Facts.
But, yeah, man, D.C. definitely molded me to be solid, you know what I mean? And when I got to the A, I just got embraced with so much love and just fell into the lap of the right people. Like, I got plugged in with all the real AT aliens. So honestly, you know what I mean? I feel like this my home because I've been here for so long. I got my most money here. I did the most epic shit here, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So the
facts.
A is home always.
What part of the A did you grow up in?
Whew, man. So when I first got to the A, man, we moved to Eastlake. So we was off of Glenwood.
Okay.
And then, man, Glenwood really
Was it East Lake Meadows?
East Lake Meadows. No. It wasn't the Meadows when we got over there. It still was the Meadow vibes. Like I got some cousins that stayed in the real Meadows, but even when I got over there and it was the apartments, it still was wild. You know what I mean? The whole East Side. So I just ended up getting plugged in, man. I started on the East Side, then I had moved to Gresham Homes. Then when I was in Gresham Homes, you know what I mean, I went through a lot of stuff, and I just ended up hooking up with all types of people. Went over to the Big Shop, and I used to be on Simp Set, Hollywood Court. I mean, I really experienced the projects, everything. I was out there with them folks. Bankhead all up and down Bankhead, you know what I mean? Club Crucial, all of that, bro. You know what I mean? Damn. So yeah, all over the A. I got it. I can honestly say that I met all my partners from the South Side, and they real old national. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it was like I met every side, bro. I met every side. I got a lot of love for all sides, you know what I mean? But definitely the A, I seen some shit here, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you can't don't come down here thinking folks slow or your ass gonna get left somewhere, you know what I mean?
A lot of people don't understand that about Atlanta. They just think, they see this shit on like Love and Hip Hop, or they see this shit, and I shout out to Love and Hip Hop, but they see this shit on all these TV shows, reality shows, and they just think Atlanta's sweet. Like, Atlanta, shit, this city can like either make or break you.
What? Man, I done seen some stuff, man. I'm talking about for real. That's why I'm like, man, don't play, you know what I mean? Facts. Niggas walking around with AKs. I got down here, I was like, man,
these young niggas ain't got no goddamn sense right now.
What? They even back in the day, man, I remember like when I first got here, I think one of the first clubs I went to was Mama's Prime Time.
Prime Time was hard.
Yeah, man. And
Prime Time was hard. Man,
I loved it, bro. I used to tell my niggas, like, when some of my niggas used to go to, and I used to be in Buckhead too, but they used to go to like Havana Club, and what was the other one that was below Havana? It was a few of them, but they used to go there. I used to be like, man, drop me off at Chocolate, you know what I mean? Like, man, yeah. So I would just get it in, but at the time I was still young, I was street, so I was trying to be everywhere where the street shit was. And I had a good time, man. I learned a lot. You know what I mean? I seen a lot happen too. I've seen a nigga really clock you in the club and leave, and you get hit in the parking lot. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely learn this. There ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, facts. Top 5 albums that will be basically like the soundtrack of your life growing up, man.
Oof. Damn, I'm gonna have to refer to a couple Pac albums. All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
We'll try to switch it up. Let me see.
Yeah, you can't put all Pac.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put all Pac.
But if that was your soundtrack, that's your soundtrack. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
All Eyes on Me. Let me see. Reasonable Doubts by Jay-Z.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, let me see.
I wasn't a big Tupac fan. A lot of people probably gonna judge me for that, but I was really like a big Pac fan.
My mother got me on Pac, bro. Like a lot of shit I do now. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I ain't had no dad, so I kind of used to. Pac was like at the time a big brother, but he older, so it was like a father figure, really. Facts. And the things he used to mold on. So man, coming up the way I did, Pac helped me get through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like I used to feel like it was me against the world for real. Like I ain't got nothing to lose. Like the same shit he used to say in the song. That's how I really used to feel. Like I ain't got no I'm put out. Don't nobody give a fuck about me. You know what I mean? Type shit. So yeah, I love Tupac though, bro. But,
okay, I got to tap back in.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, like I don't be.
I'm older now, so I probably can feel it a little bit better. I was more so, man. I grew up on Cash Money Records.
Oh yeah, that was.
I
the
grew
shit
up on No Limit
and
shit like that. I think my first CD that I bought was, or the first cassette tape that I had was the Bee Gees. It was him and Lil Wayne, the Greens, the little BG and Lil Wayne. They was in a group. Yeah, the little green tape, you know what I'm saying? That was my first shit. You know, my people from New Orleans.
Man, listen, we had that wave in DC too. Yeah. We definitely, man, they touched everybody. They had us wearing fucking Jabot and Reeboks, bro. Like they say do that. You know what I mean? I definitely would say they one of the albums too, because they brought that raw project life, bro. And if you was living that, you totally understood it. You know what I mean?
So let's start it back. So all right, top five albums that were the soundtrack to your life growing up. You already said Tupac.
Outkast.
Okay.
Outkast.
Tupac. Outkast. I think you said Reasonable
Doubts. Jay-Z.
Got two more.
Hot Boys.
Okay. Which one though? Like which album? Cause you know Hot Boys.
400 degrees.
Okay, so Juvenile then.
Juvenile,
okay.
yeah, Juvie. Because Juvie was really the first person that kicked it off for us. If I'm sure in your city, y'all already knew everybody else was going, but we heard Juvie first.
Yeah, facts.
So when we heard Juvie, we like, oh, these niggas riding. Then we tuned in to Wayne. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But Juvie definitely was the introduction for us up north.
Facts.
And let me think. My one more, I would say.
Right. The last one gotta be crazy.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. One group I really used to fuck with that kind of molded me to on some up top shit was the Lost Boys. I don't know if you ever.
Yeah, Lost Boys.
Yeah,
was that
Lost
Mr.
Boys.
Cheeks?
Mr.
And shit?
Cheeks,
Yeah, Lost
Freaky
Boys.
Ty.
Freaky Ty.
I was a young.
I used to fuck with them boys too.
Yeah.
I used to like their music and shit like that. Like they was kind of like gritty too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I used to like Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang too.
Bro,
yeah.
I used to like all types of Wu-Tang. I used to like them, the Lost Boys. AZ and Nas, I think they had they little
Absolutely.
The Firm.
Yep, Firm family.
I used to like the Firm.
Yeah,
the
facts,
Fugees.
real shit. Yeah.
Fugees, I used to like Fugees.
And you was a down bottom nigga listening to all that.
Yeah, but you know, I was born in New Orleans, then I moved to New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
I moved to New Jersey, then I moved here when I was 11. And
Yeah.
then I said up top, who else I used to fuck with from up top? Damn. There's a lot of motherfuckers that was rapping at the time, you know what I'm saying? That just was fire.
The Firm
you know
family brought back some memories.
Yeah, the Firm. They only had one album though. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it did well.
Nah, that's when they had signed with Dre, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it did well, but you know what I'm saying? Them shit. Nigga, I was riding
mark.
that shit. Yeah, I was riding to that shit. Yeah, for sure.
So
2024, man, how we coming, man?
Man, I'm working on some stuff. Like I said, I got a few companies, so man, I'm just trying to run these M's up, man.
Yeah,
all my
facts.
partners at this point, all my like real partners, they already millionaires. And they a little older. One is younger, but it's just my turn this time. So I've been watching everybody, and you know, I'm really proud of my dogs, man. So I'm just trying to make sure I make one of my guys, man. He young, bro. He about maybe 30 now.
Yeah.
And he worth 100 M's. So I'm like, man,
Nigga
you know,
worth
that's
100
my,
M's?
Yeah. That's my partner. Like all my boys, like all my main people, they like Con and them, Simon.
Damn.
Simon, not to put him out there, but Simon been had that bag.
Yeah,
like
fact.
Simon that's with Portia from Housewives.
fact.
Man, good dude, real mentor, really sat me aside and put me on game with so much. But I used to watch him get cars imported that wasn't even
Out
yet, you know what I
Damn.
mean? Or it's like 30 of them still to this day. He ordered a Rolls Royce with the Mandarin seats. I'm like, damn, what's Mandarin? That's the Mandarin color? You know what I mean? Type shit.
Fact.
So I've always been around it, man. So I just been really positioning myself to accept it, because a lot of the times you won't get them M's until you ready. It's not just about grinding for it, because I've definitely touched some M's.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But just getting them all at one time is what I'm ready for right now.
Facts. So that shit is, man, I always say, like, and I've been saying this lately a lot. Your tribe is your vibe.
That's
so the
right.
people you around all the time, they can either make or break you. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
if you're around people that's getting M's, you're gonna be the next person to get some M's.
Absolutely, man.
So this gonna be a
Inshallah.
dope ass
Yes, sir.
year for you,
know,
man.
It already is. God already good, man. It's already been good. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing my part so I can continue to receive these blessings that he got for me, and make sure that when I get the money that I do the right things, because I'm big on that. A lot of people, you know, they just think it's about the money, but it can destroy you if you don't know what to do with the shit. You know what I mean? Everybody's not meant to have money. You give some of these people $1 million, they'll kill themselves. Not in the literal sense, but they might pick up on a habit. They might pick up on something that just kill them. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So I be trying to just mentally make sure I'm prepared and that I do the right things with the bag to continue to bless other people as well as myself and my family.
Nigga, that shit lit. Hey, man, it's been another episode of Vibing with Veto, man. Tell the people where they can find you.
Man, y'all can hit me on the gram at DAZE_ABE. That's Daze_ABE for all black everything. That's on all the social medias. Tap in, man. Real, you know, I reach out to anybody. Tap in. Yeah, tap in. I'm fucking with everybody.
Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment on the channel Vibing with Veto. Again, it's been another episode of Vibing with Veto. I'm your host, Veto, and we gone.